What up, though, man? It's James Vergado of God Love Genius, man. Here to give a reaction, man, to the 2024 Heisman winner, which is Travis Hunter, man. I just finished watching the ceremony, man. This was a dope ceremony. The tension was high between all four finalists, but we knew it was gonna come down to Travis and Ashton from Boise State. Um, I learned a lot about each player when they was doing their little coverage and backstories. I got a lot of respect for Ashton from Boise State. I didn't know he come from a military background, which explains the method to his madness, so to speak, his approach to football. Now that I've realized like the background for him, I see like he's gonna be just successful in the NFL. And although I didn't make like a video prior to the Heisman winner, I would have said like in the prediction, I feel like whoever doesn't win, they're gonna go like 200% harder. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward, because this is a prestigious award and a fraternity that all college football players want to be a part of. But I felt like the right person won, and I was rooting for Travis Hunter to win. Um, and he deserved to win. All those snaps he plays, and then you're guarding the number one opposing player on offense when he's playing defensive back, and then on offense you're the number one receiver, and you're responsible for the major plays. I just think, man, it was the right way to go, man. Travis is I think he's probably a generational talent, and he needed this on his resume for what he's displayed, especially with people doubting his talents at Jackson State and thinking he wasn't going to transition well due to his size for whatever reason. So seeing Travis Hunter win was the right call, and congratulations to him, by the way. I should have started the video off saying congratulations. Now, as far as his speech, now that's a whole other ball game. That was a very interesting speech. It was very emotional. Granted, there's nothing wrong with showing your emotions because these players work hard, and nothing is guaranteed. They always one injury away from potentially never playing the sport again. That's the risk that they take. So when you're able to start off in little leagues and then you make it to the collegiate level and make a name for yourself, and you're lucky enough to be in this fraternity of elite players from their time, that's an amazing accomplishment, and nobody can take that away from you. You're in the company of players like Cam Newton, Johnny Manziel, Reggie Bush, Tim Tebow. Like, that's beautiful. I'm just gonna name the cats I've seen in my lifetime. But to be in that conversation is a blessing. Mark Ingram, Robert Griffin III, they were in attendance as well for the ceremony. Travis shouted out a lot of people, and I could tell some of the old heads was in the back, like, all right, young fella, I gotta go home and watch the Andy Griffin show. Like, he was up there a little minute, man. He was treating it like the Source Awards. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Source Awards, Tochi was in the building. Wayne was there along with Shador and Dion. Like, they were front row, in support for him, and that's who he greeted right when he found out that he won. And the tension was so high, man. Like, when they finally was getting ready to say it, because for a second I was thinking like, hey man, the cat from Boise State might just get it. You know what I'm saying? Because he already has said he put it on his vision board and he spoke it into existence, and he was just like, he had superb confidence, like he knew he was winning and he was going to shock the world. But I don't know, man. If Wayne had been sitting there and then Travis' name didn't get called, I don't think that would have turned out nice. And Travis also had, Colorado players flew out to support him, and I don't know if he said he paid for it or not. I think he did. His brother was there. His mother also gave, a speech because they interviewed her. And although she wasn't on stage, or they had a little segment where each finalist sat, with a respective journalist, and they would have their parents. But Travis just had Dion and Shador, and online, the platform I'm gonna speak on, because I ain't on number Twitter right now. A lot of people on X, pardon me, X. A lot of people on X wasn't feeling it, and they was like, "Where his mother? Where his father?" His father wasn't in New York, but his mom was in the building, but she wasn't like in their seat, and they just thought um Dion and Shador was making it about themselves. I mean, you really never know people's intentions, and you never really know the backstory to whatever's going on. But I mean, Travis chose to rock out with Dion, and I mean, he spent a lot of time with both Dion and Shador, because Shador has to feed him the ball on offense, and Dion is allowing him to be um the dynamic player he wants to be, going both ways, and also just having a personality he want to have, because in certain systems and certain programs, man, they don't like you having all that personality. They just want you to play by the book. And Dion different, man. Dion was up in there with the shades on, with the jewelry and all that. You know what I'm saying? Flashy. And Travis' mom alluded to that when she said, Travis is goofy even when serious moments happen. So coaching goes far beyond the X's and O's. It's being able to manage personalities and help guide talent, you know what I'm saying, to be laser focused on executing to their highest ability and perform in pressure situations, on top of maintaining their sanity and being able to stay afloat. It's way more to it than, hey, go out there and guard the best player on offense. So, you got to give a salute to Dion for that. And I think Travis really appreciates that. And there's no telling what type of other hidden knowledge and game Travis has received and made him so comfortable with wanting, Dion to be in that position. That's just from the outside looking in. But Travis did, shout out his father, and he was crying, and he was looking the camera in the eyes while talking about his father, and it sounded very sincere. He didn't leave nobody out, and he even shouted out Jackson State. He said Jackson State is where he got his stomping grounds. So I think Travis did the best he could to acknowledge everyone, including his fiance, who's been under fire as of late. I ain't even finna get into all that, but everybody been saying she is not the one, and he need to watch her. That ain't none of my business. I ain't even finna have an opinion on it, because I know I done messed up with some women anyway, so I can't even talk when it come to that. So I really enjoy seeing Travis progress, man, and I'm so thankful, man, that I witnessed his college career, and I wishing him the best, man, moving forward to the NFL and being a number one draft pick. I also know they got another bowl game coming up, so they still got business to take care of, and he's going to partake in the bowl game, and hopefully they can win it. But I know they finna celebrate and turn up tonight. So yeah, man, I just made this video, man, to give y'all a recap of the Heisman presentation for 2024. And once again, Travis Hunter was the winner. If you made it this far to the video, I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe to the God Level Genius YouTube channel. I am James Vergato, and as always, be God Level. The God Level Genius. God Level Genius.